Recruiting. I was having a conversation with a coaching client, and we're having a conversation about recruiting. This is a company called eXp, which builds teams to diverse their streams of income. And I'm going to share with you the stages, the basic stages to go through to help you recruit. And recruiting, there are three basic ways. One is just to be direct. We have a great company. You have to come and see what we have to offer. And that's being direct and doing a sales presentation. The second would be organically, where you post videos, either interviewing someone on your team and how well they're doing, what they like about the company, or what successes they're having, or you post tips or invite them to some trainings that you're having. And then they get them excited and get a sense of the atmosphere, the vibe of the office, and something that might resonate with them. The third way, what I'm going to be covering here, is with a casual conversation, a natural conversation. And the way you begin this is there's going to be three stages. The first stage is simply an icebreaker. How's it going? How are you doing? And they're going to answer in two basic ways. One is going great, or the other is they're kind of like, I'm hanging in there. They're very unlikely going to say I'm doing bad, because they want to save face. So they're either I'm hanging in there, doing okay, or oh, business is booming, doing great. So no matter how they answer, you ask this question, and this is a question of possibilities. This is with NLP, neuro linguistics programming, and neuroscience. This is about creating good positive chemicals within a person, dopamine, and get them to be open and excited and start to think about possibilities. So the first question is, so what's working for you? Again, if they're doing great, they're going to tell you, making phone calls, calling friends. If they're struggling or not doing great, they're going to answer the same way. Making phone calls, door knocking, whatever it is. And again, no matter how they answer, you just acknowledge them, that's interesting. And now this is a question of opportunities. What can make it better? What do you think can make it better? So they're calling friends. So tell me, what do you think can make it better? Either calling more friends or doing something different or adding on that. Whatever, how they answer, just say, oh, really, tell me more. Let them expand and explain what can make it better. And I start thinking about possibilities. Same thing if they're struggling. What's working? Or really, what else can you do? What can make it better? And what you want to do is listen for and look for opportunities to where you can have a conversation about the benefits that you have with your company that can embellish and enhance what they're looking for. If they're looking for better leads, if that's what they come up with, then you can just say, acknowledge that and have a conversation, or ask them, tell me more, or commission splits, or just more money. And at that point, you can either wrap things up and say, well, it's great having this conversation with you. I'd like to keep in touch with you, or I'll keep in touch with you. Or if there's time and it's appropriate, at that point, you can sit down with them and say, well, I'd like to have a talk with you about what our company does. And now you can start to blend in about commission splits or caps or stock options, things that talk about money or lead generations. And there's a lot more you need to know about that person in order to influence them in regards to how to make decisions, because everyone has filters on how to make decisions. There's a series of questions about also reading them and using your voice and your body motion in a way that's engaging. This is just a tip of the iceberg. This is just for you to have a conversation that will begin the process of recruiting the ideal or perfect or a great person to your team. Well, thank you for listening. Wish you great success. Bye now.